Hey guys, this is my first game review. I tried every single time it goes over the limit, so I got my phone. I have put it on for 15 minutes. Hopefully if it beats off, I have to stop and give the star rating. So before I actually do that, it comes the case, the cartridge, one of these, and one of these. Usually this is the manual, but something very, very clever, the manual is on here, so that's basically the content. With further ado, here I go. That. Right. So Pokemon Aime is in the Kalos region, which is based on Europe. If you haven't even noticed, one of the gyms is based off the Eiffel Tower. Now, when you start off, of course, it's the normal, welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Da-da-da. Story of the Pokeball. The Pokemon pops out, the usual kind of thing, and explains what the world of Pokemon is to newcomers, and refers you to the older generation who played from Game 1. This time, however, after either a boy or a girl, to be quite honest, and I mean quite honest, that you get to you get to do your own customization. Even though it's still the default outfit, but you get to choose if you want to have brown hair, blue hair, black hair, dark skin, light skin, green eyes, blue eyes, all those kind of ones. There's Kalen and Selena. You probably heard Serena, that sounds familiar. She's actually from the X and Y series. And of course, thanks to the game, I found out a spoiler, but I'm actually not gonna say why, what it was. What is that? Well, it's what I say. So, when you go out, after the usual taking a get ready to go, this time however, you get woken up by Fletchling, and you get changed in front of a mirror. Weird. But that's alright. Following on that, you leave the house and you find your rival, and I think Shauna, I think you pronounced the name right, who is the best too. Then they said that you just move in, but Professor Sycamore knows who you are and wants him to his 5 kids to do a project for him. So after you go through the first route, which is to need the shortest route ever, it's about that long for a route on the game, but then you go to the next town, then you meet the other 2, which is the Terrio or something like that. I don't know. And Trevor. Those 2 you hardly see pop up unless you're in the road. Your rival pops up, and there's kind of like I will explain about that a little later for a negative. But surely you see a pop up and you get that connection like you usually do with the other heroes before in the other games. That you do the like a good connection. That's when you do with her. Anyway, when you enter the city, you introduce yourself, and with the name that you've chosen, you get 3 nicknames. You can choose one of those, or you get to create your own, which is awesome. For my one, I chose Lady A. Then you choose your starter, you have a few battles, then you go off into your own adventure. You will please have yet to let your mum know, unless it's trainer, why the mother. And I mean trainer, I mean gym leader. Because I remember there's about 1 or 2 games that, yeah, really don't have time to ponder. So, the main city in the region is Luminous City. And there's some things that you can't do until you restore the power plants. Long story how you do that. Then you get explained, kind of advised to explore what's available to you at that time. There's a protect there. You get to, yep, do that. Even have a notice on how to haircut, which actually ties into what I'm going to say next about hairdresser. You get to do your own battle, trainer battle videos, and all that kind of stuff. It's just awesome. I cannot say anything more about that because you have to find out yourself to get it. Right, the positives. The top one is Pokemon Aime. Finally, you get to play with your Pokemon after all this time. There's also another one called Super Training, which you get to train with them as well. But with Pokemon Aime, you can play with them with games, you can feed them cream puffs, you can actually give them a good rub. But, and do that kind of discreet about say that. But you have to be really careful because if you accidentally touch without intention, whatever, it is smack. And if you touch an area that they don't like, they'll show it on their face. I noticed when I was doing it with one of my Eevees that I got, so be warned. It was a lot of fun. Wonder Trades is another positive. I have about a few Japanese, I have the German, French. Yes, the game got released in 7 languages, so you can travel the Wonder Trade with anyone in the world, which is really awesome. And you don't know what you're going to get. So you put one up, somebody else will put the other one up, the internet gets you to go there together to trade, and yeah, which is awesome. The Mega Rings is really, really awesome. One of the trainers has one. Well, Mega Zone. The champion has a Mega Zone, but I can't say who the champion is. And there is kind of like a battle between you and your rival to get the Mega Ring. There's one spoiler alert. In the end game, your rival finds another Mega Ring. So, you both get one at the end of getting one in the end game. Right. With the Mega Ring and the stone, you get Mega Evolutions. I've seen some on like the trailers on Mirrorland's walkthroughs. This is before I got the game myself. I actually lost halfway through the walkthrough, so going through the game myself, which was really, really awesome. I didn't actually have to go look, watch it and play along as well. Which is really awesome. Next one is, on the positive, is Team Flare. Usually I don't like the characters, but Team Flare is one of the best kind of bad guys out. First off, the girls wear pants. Yes, what I mean by the girls, I mean usually the girls get the skirts and the dresses, and the guys get the pants. And of course, in Team Flare, as a ground if you're a girl, you get to wear pants, which is really, really cool. Then the admins get their own outfits. And I mean, better than the other games. And each rank actually has their own set of clothing. People even have their own cafe. I can't believe that they have their own cafe. The downside of it is that they charge a huge fee to join, but other than that, I really enjoyed battling them. The animation is great with the loads, and all that kind of stuff. It's really, really awesome. Okay, in game, you'll be access to a city through a subway. When you get to that means it's access anytime if you have a Pokemon who can learn the move Fly, which is awesome. After defeating a rival, and you see a sycamore in front of the sundial, at 8 p.m. is really, really awesome. And, another one, which I recently unlocked, that they reintroduced Looker. If you don't know, Looker is a detective trying to keep everyone safe. And he wants you to work beside him. I just started chapter 2, so goodness knows what's going to happen. The negative is the rival. I really don't like the rival this time. All they want to do, except for the group, I mean up with the group, is that he or she, or in my case he, always wants a battle. It's like going back to green. Or for ones who watching the anime in English, Gary. Which sucks. And if it's like side by side battling Team Flare, 9 times out of 10, it's a single battle that you face someone else. Sucks. So, to be quite honest, even though he's supposed to be a friend, but I think it's one of those annoying ones that always wants to be better than you, or has accomplished of defeating you. It's really annoying in my perspective. You guys probably have your own opinions, but that's my one. The other one is Safari. Usually some games like they have a Safari and you get to go in the time and you get Pokeballs and you go everywhere or a few steps or whatever and get the Pokemon that you want. The Safari this time is restricted in the end game, one thing. Secondly, it's up to 3 and I mean 3 Pokemon. 2 of them is offline, but if your friend is on at the exact same time as you are, the third one pops up. So basically you get 3 Pokemon to catch. It's not really fun at all, actually. The only positive side is that you can spend how long as you like. Just quickly see. Oh, I got a bit of time left. So, quickly, there's a lot other things in the game, like there's a chateau or whatever. There's a battle mansion and in-game. You get to do your own, just say, you actually got given a patch. And usually in the games that if there's a patch, you do a variant, you order it and you forget about it. There's one set patch that you can have access. It means you get to take care of it, like get rid of the Pokemon. You get to weed. You get, of course, water. Then you can root the crops. And what I found interesting is that you can crossbreed, and I mean you can crossbreed berries, which is very interesting. That's right. And there's also, surprisingly enough, that is the camera option. So just very quickly, which is that you get to travel around, and if you see like a camera, you can call a guy, you take your photo, you tip him, and he'll be on the side. Just like that. So, if you notice that I just have a rotating system of owls, so besides the rival and the safari, I give this game 5 out of 5 owls. It's a really enjoyable game. I'm surprised I was able to clock it in a week and 2 days. However, it doesn't matter about how fast I clocked it. It's that I really enjoyed it. And yes, I know there's going to be another 2 coming out. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. It has been announced. I kind of hope it's a remake, but I don't know. I'm really excited. But Pokemon Y is one of the best games. And if I want to, I can go and buy X and, of course, have the exact same journey. Just call a different character. Not a different character, but have a different name. All that kind of stuff. So, yeah. So, I'll leave you guys with a mini montage of the photos that I got. And I'll see you next time. Bye!
I was born to rule the world, and I almost achieved that goal. But my Pokemon, the mighty Mewtwo, had more power than I could control. Still he inspired this mechanical marvel, which learns and returns each attack. My Mecha Mewtwo, the ultimate weapon, will tell them Giovanni is back.